Kihei Ai lana ka halia I ko nani I ke one la o ia kaha Mo ka puaina ka maha o ka moku ahu aku I Kihei Ai lana ka halia I ko nani I ke one la o ia kaha Ka iwalai luna O luna o puhawai I loa I oa kula I ka lai Ai ulu pau ki e aku Ku au lae po haku Ku ana I ka ili o ke kai I hoa no paha no ke kepa Pa papa I a moku nei a huni
He malu o ka ulu pale A o lele pulu elo He niu o luna pe I ka ili kai Ki hawahine he I kapu o hau ola He malu o ka ulu pale A o lele pulu elo He niu o luna pe I ka ili kai Ki hawahine he I kapu o hau ola Ula ke awa ke a Ke nā po o nei ka la Noho mali e Ke li I wai o la Vahi la o ka malu a o lele Ula ke awa ke a Ke nā po o nei ka la No mali e Ke li I wai o la Vahi la o ka malu a o lele kama oh puana ia no kahoma a olele pulu elo eniu holunape ikalihikai ihikapu o maui nui akama he malu ulua ku ipo ika he pu e one me ke kai ne i ka i li ni po aku ilaila kamana o ua kilioku maua ika na hele
ano o vai ale ale ohu ohu I ka lei noe noe he nani maoli no na kaua kau listen to the whispering wind of the island come and hear the voices of a pristine sea o Kauai kaulana I konani la o heno heno I ka puwai ka puau I o ka moki la e nani la haole noi listen to the whispering wind of the island come and hear the voices of a pristine sea o Kauai Haina mai kapuana la Ha'aheo ka inoa o Kauai Kau mai ka leihali ai I ke iala He lei puau I o mano kalani po Listen to the whispering wind of the island come and hear the voices of a pristine sea o Kauai o Kauai o Kauai
Kana luho I mai o kamiwai me ngā lipo a paua anu makahewa ke la E aloha no kou ali I kana luho I mai o kamiwai me ngā lipo a paua anu makahewa ka lai la lai lai Aina ia mai ana ka puan I kana luho I mai o kani vai Me ngā li po a pa ua ala Anu makahewa ke la Aina ia mai ana ka puan I kana luho I mai o kani vai Me ngā li po a pa ua ala Anu makahewa ke la Anu makahewa ke la Kawai o ke apua O ku'ulehua I luna Ka uelea ene
Aloha, everyone, and thank you for coming to the 25th commencement exercise of Kihei Charter School, our silver anniversary, and we couldn't be prouder. So we're going to kick this off soon, so if you're wondering where you need to be, try and settle in, and we're going to bring out the graduates.
And maybe make us real quick, that silver truck alarm is going off right there in the parking lot.
Whoever owns the truck with the alarm going off, if we could quiet that down a little bit. And this aisle right here in the center, thank you, needs to be clear. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. We don't want that in the background
Oh,
of
it's the
everything.
red truck. Sorry.
It looks like a red SUV, Wagoneer, something in the corner by the basketball court. Whoever owns that car, if we could have a little quiet. So, you guys, we made sure we provided the cloud cover for you this year. Graduations that preceded you were all sweltering around this point right here, so it was the least we could do, Oh, it's quiet. Okay. You wanna? Are you gonna lead them in? Yeah. Okay. So you just want me to call them in? Nope.
No, I'm going to just leave them.
Okay.
I'm just going to start the music and they're going to walk.
Okay, we're going to bring out our graduates. So you graduates, if you hear me in there, come on out. Hi, graduates. How you guys doing so far? So far, so good? Okay. Hey, before we get on to the rest of this, there's a couple people here I'd like to recognize. The chairman of the board of Kihei Charter School, incredibly dedicated person, him and his wife, Christy, Mike Sweeney and Christy right there. They had 2 students that graduated from Kihei Charter School. Also, Cheryl Zaro, board member of South Maui Learning Ohana and one of the founders of Kihei Charter School. And sitting right next to her is Senator Angus McKelvey, right there, a fixture at the charter school, an incredible powerhouse for the things we need to get done in the state legislature. When I need someone to go to get someone's attention in the state legislature, which has been something we've been doing for 28 years, Angus McKelvey is the guy right there. Thank you, Angus, for all that support. And so with that said, there's one more person that we need to bring up here, and that is the head of school, Michael Stubbs, who has gone through some incredible challenges this year, as in years past, so it's nothing new, but we want to welcome Michael Stubbs up here, the head of school of Kihei Charter School, and responsible for many of the good things that happen.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Oh, you're very welcome, sir.
All right. Aloha, soon to be KCS graduates. How are you guys feeling today? Good. All right. Thank goodness for these clouds. All right. So I just want to welcome all of our Ohana. I see a lot of familiar faces, some alumni, families that I've got to know over the years, of course, our students and our staff. And this is a very special day for everybody here, for this entire group. So it's a privilege of mine to be able to talk to you guys one last time. But before we give you guys your flowers, before we recognize your accomplishment, I think it'd be really cool if we all expressed a little gratitude for the village, right? The adage of it takes a village to raise a child. Well, you guys were once children, you're young adults now. And everyone in that village is here today. Your Ohana, your parents, your aunties, your uncles, your peers, your staff. Everybody here today has had a hand in getting you right where you are. So could you guys get up and turn to the crowd and give them a standing ovation? That's good. All right. So every year I reflect, what do I want to say? This is my last conversation with you guys, and I think about all these words of wisdom that I could share. And then I always get back to the point where I think, you know what, you probably aren't going to remember what I'm going to tell you in like a week or 2 or 3 or 4. And that's okay. That's natural. What you will remember is how you felt today, how you are feeling today. And they say that about great teachers. You don't always remember exactly what they teach you, but you remember how you were feeling when you were in their presence in their class. So what I hope from you, what I am asking of you guys, is to enjoy today. You've earned it. You should be proud. You should feel excited. You might be a little nervous or exhausted. That's okay too. But even after today, you're going to have Project Grad. Enjoy that. Your families probably have some festivities planned for you over the week. Just stop and smell the roses and know you've come quite far. 13 years of education, and here you are at the culmination of it all. So that's what I ask of you guys. Please enjoy this moment. Yeah. All right, and so I said that you likely wouldn't remember, the advice and whatnot, but I'm going to change my mind. What I said a minute ago, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of advice if you're okay with that. All right, so, we often talk about giving you guys guidance on what's next. What are your passions, right? And it's easy to say, but I thought maybe I'll share a little bit about my story with you guys briefly, and so you can kind of see where I'm coming from. So, my mother was an educator for 40 years, and I grew up in that household where she was a math teacher, and she'd always bring home math shirts, and one of them had a fractal on it, and she goes, "Michael, look at this. You want to wear this to school?" And no. And she was passionate about mathematics. She loved it. And so one day she taught me something called magic square, and it's a problem that you can solve, and it's quite easy. There's a pattern, but she said to me, Michael, she was teaching at UHMC at that time, and I was about eight years old. She said, "Why don't you come to my class and teach it?" I said, "Ma, I can't go teach college class. I'm 8. She goes, "Believe me, Michael, you can teach them this." So she brought me to the class, and of course, 8-year-olds are fearless, so I wasn't worried or nervous, and I taught it. They enjoyed it, they learned it, and I'll never forget that feeling, right? I don't remember all the details of it, but I remember feeling great, and I knew that it was in my DNA. I wanted to be an educator one day. So I did love going to school. I love sports. I talk to our athletes a lot, how important that is for them. That was for me too. That's all I did. Sports, school, sports, school, sports, school. So I went off to college, studied foreign languages. I love languages. Lived abroad, played collegiately rugby and football. Got my degree, moved to New York City, wanted to continue learning. Studied primary and secondary education, and I was right about to graduate, and I was going to get a job, and I'm starting to set up interviews, and I remembered how much I loved sports. And I'm 24 years old, and I get on the phone. I call my father, who lived in Haiku at the time, and I said, "Dad, I'm just about to get my degree, but what if instead of getting a teaching job, what if I drop everything and move to Australia and become a professional rugby player? Or make a club team, or make a semi-pro team, but give it a shot." And then the phone call went silent. My dad's voice, I can always hear it. "Michael, you're not moving to Australia, and you are getting a job." And he was right. Well, first of all, I couldn't afford it, so he knew he would have had to bankroll the whole move. And secondly, if you know anything about rugby, it's a pretty violent sport. So if I had done that, who knows if I'd be able to stand upright today. But I bring it up today because I still think about that conversation, and I think if I could rewind time and if I could flip the script and I was in his shoes and my child was asking me, or one of you guys come to my office a lot and talk to me about what should I do? What should I do next? And we try to formulate a plan, and I would have looked you in the eye and said, "Is this what you really want? Do you have a plan? How are you going to do it?" And if you could express to me everything that you wanted, and you could lock eyes with me and express what you wanted to do with conviction, then I would say not only, it's not something that you should do, it's something that you have to do, okay? So the only person you need to convince of what you're going to do next is yourself, right? You're going to have mentors and people help you along the way, but if you're convinced as to who you are and what you want to do, that's all you need. Which brings me to be you. You're perfect as you are. Your only responsibility is just to be the best version of yourself, right? So my task for you is, you're going to have some downtime, hopefully, is do some self-reflection. What makes you tick? What are you naturally good at? What are you good at that you don't even have to try? What do you love doing? What do you get lost doing that you can spend countless hours and you have boundless energy for? What piques your curiosities? And think about it. Write it down. Talk it out. But now's the time to do it. You're young. You've got plenty of time. So that's my challenge to you, is to do a little self-reflection on your next steps and go for it. You will regret not going for it. You will not regret trying and failing. And that's not to say you're going to fail, but you'd rather know what you could do than wonder, okay? So that was a little advice. I got just a pinch more, and then we'll move forward. But artificial intelligence, right? So you hear it a lot, and we talk about it at Kihei Charter School. We don't fill you with information. We teach you how to acquire information. We teach you how to communicate, to act, to work with others, to learn technology and all of that, right? So right now, it's at the forefront of all we do. And so it's part of something that needs to be in your tool belt. I was watching the news the other day, and I know there's so many different reports coming out, so this is just one, but it said, you know, artificial intelligence isn't taking over as many jobs in certain sectors because it can only do 57% of what a human can do, so that other 40% is still needed, thank God. So we need to recognize that, but the report ended by stating, however, people who don't know how to use AI are being replaced in the workforce by those who can. So think about that as you look for your new profession, jobs, enter hiring education. So that's something that is quite essential. All right, so we've got a bunch of speakers coming up. I don't want to give you too much more information, but I'll just reiterate the 4 things that I shared today. Number 1, enjoy this moment. You've earned it. Number 2, be gracious, not just now, but all throughout your life. Be thankful for all of those that are helpful, that are in your corner. Number 3, do some serious self-reflection as to who you are. And like I said, you are perfect as you are. Your only job is to be the best versions of yourself. And number 4, learn AI. And if you didn't get all of this information, I did set up an AI program that's going to take this video, it's going to dictate everything I said into an email, and you're going to receive it at about 6 p.m. today. Okay? That's not happening, but that easily could happen. All right. So, class of 2026, today is your day. We are so proud of you. Congratulations. Thank you. All right, it is my honor. I've been working with this person for over 10 years. She has accomplished so much in her career. She's been a teacher, a coach, an administrator. She organizes fundraisers. She started our Hawaiian Cultural Club. I'm going to forget, the list is long. And she cares so deeply about making a difference. She is a force of nature. She literally could move mountains and does move mountains for our community. I mean, she paddles around islands. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd love to welcome our high school director, Ellen Federoff.
I can't talk off the cuff as well as he can, so I have to write it down. So welcome everyone, class of 2026. You guys made it. It was a rough road, but we did it. We're so proud of you, your accomplishments, amazing senior projects this year that really benefited the community near and far, that were so impressive. Your grad defenses made us all cry. The amount of athletes in this class, multi-sport athletes, who are also outstanding students. 72% of this class, ladies and gentlemen, is going on to higher education. It's the highest percentage I believe we've ever had. So that includes college, trade schools, military, is all higher education in our world. That's amazing. So you have very bright futures. We've really enjoyed watching you grow physically. We got some giants in this class that were this tall freshman year. Amazing how fast they've really grown, emotionally, athletically, academically. This world, as we know it, our country especially, rapidly changing. And you guys have shown that you're ready to tackle that world. You've encountered so many things in your short lifetimes. Social media pressures, floods, school closures, peer pressure, teenage angst like crazy this year. But you've really learned how to adjust to all of that, and that makes us proud. And you've really lived up to life's challenges so far. So, we know you've gained the skills, tools, knowledge to be successful in your lives. You've proven that to us. So we know you're ready to go on to that next chapter. So go out there and make a difference. Change the world for the better. Wherever you land, make your community a better place. Support people around you. Make everybody proud. Most importantly, make yourselves proud. So I always like to leave the graduates with some words of wisdom from others that are more wise than I am. So these are some Hawaiian rules to live by that I came across. First, family is everyone you choose to love. Love gives life within and all around. Care for the land that feeds you. Many hands working together achieve more, La Lima, right? Live with integrity. Do right by all things. Strive to reach the highest. In working, one learns. And stay humble and remain grounded. So please remember those things. We'll miss you. Please come back and visit. We have some graduates out here. We love seeing our graduates come to graduation. Visit, share your successes with us. Don't be strangers. So good luck and congratulations to our class of 2026. Finally, I would like to recognize our amazing Kihei Charter High School and Kihei Charter staff. Thank you for your, thank you all for your amazing love and support this year, not only for these students, but for me personally. I appreciate you all. Most committed, caring staff in the world right here. Okay, so moving on, I am honored and proud to present this student who was our Director's Choice Award winner this year. She's an amazing, hardworking, humble, passionate student, outstanding student, multi-sport athlete. Yes, she did paddle for us this year, so I gotta say that. She's highly involved in environmental protection, sustainability programs. She will be attending UH Manoa to study biological engineering and will also be in the UH Manoa Honors College. So without further ado, Keilani Smith.
Okay. Aloha all! I'm Keilani Smith, and I have the honor of speaking to you as your 2026 Director's Choice Awardee. I don't think you ever truly realize the value of a thank you until you're at the ending of a big life event, looking around at all the people who has helped you get there. To start, my first and my biggest thank you to the woman who introduced me and welcomed me 2 years ago to Kihei Charter with open arms. The person I'm not only lucky enough to call my mentor, school director, and paddling coach, Miss Ellen Federoff. I would also like to say a big thank you to the Board of Directors and South Maui Learning Ohana, Kihei Charter Administration and Board, along with all the Kihei Charter staff and teachers who made it possible for me to be standing up here today. And thank you to everyone who's here tonight supporting our graduating class. Finally, I'd like to thank all 11 schools that have led me to getting my diploma today, but I'll save that for my personal speech. Wow, look at us. Almost all grown up. I guess children really do get older. Moments away from getting our diplomas, moments away from walking the stage. The next big step, the end of the beginning, and the start of something new. And as we sit here today, I hope we've all grown into people that make each of us proud. And with whatever our future plans may hold, I hope that we continue to become people that we are proud of. But before we look ahead and we walk this stage, I want to look back and take a moment of gratitude. Regardless of how you're feeling about your time in high school or Kihei Charter, I want you to take a moment and be grateful for the time you spent here. Take a look back and be thankful for the person you've gotten to grow into and become at Kihei Charter. Kihei Charter shaped us all, whether we've realized it or not. People like to talk about how the little moments make up high school. The accumulation of little things that is what makes up the high school experience. And I think the same rules apply with what makes us Kihei Charter students. The slight differences that have built us into the students and people we are today. And I think the most important difference is the many opportunities Kihei Charter has gifted us. An opportunity, defined as a favorable set of circumstances, time, or place that presents a chance to advance, progress, or achieve a specific goal. And I think that perfectly addresses what Kihei Charter has meant to me. Kihei Charter has given me and all my fellow classmates opportunities, and I feel like that is such a powerful thing. And trust it, take it from me, I've been to 11 schools, not all schools have opportunities like this. From being presentation-based, learning to present everything, and allowing us to become better communicators and speakers, something in a normal high school we could have easily gone out of. What might have felt like a chore at a time has made us into much stronger, more confident people. Or the sports. The opportunity to be part of such an extraordinary community of athletes, teams, and go-getters, pushing yourself physically while growing mentally. Or our junior projects, whose 60-hour requirements felt a little daunting, but it gave us the ability to prepare for the world ahead and explore what we want to do with our life. To our summer internships, where we got the opportunity to explore future jobs and careers by going out into the field and experiencing them to prepare us for the real world. For myself personally, I was given the opportunity to co-develop a vegetation research project, which I embraced so fully. I was able to co-author and present a scientific poster at the Hawaii Conservation Conference this summer, something I would have never gotten the chance to do at a normal high school. But if at this point you're starting to drown out my speech, I promise it's a short and sweet, I'm almost done. But seniors, if you take anything from my speech, I want you to take this. At the end of the day, life is what you make out of it. You can't choose your circumstances or what opportunities you are given, but the choice is what you make out of them. So as we move forward and on to our next steps, I want you to think. I want you to choose to take the opportunities, to learn to take on the choices, and to make the most of these next big steps you take in your life. Remember where you came from, how lucky we are to be raised on Maui. Lucky we live Hawaii, am I right? But we will forever be connected to this place, this school, this aina, and this community. And it is something that will forever tie us together and to where we are. And it's something that I hope you will carry for you with the rest of your life. Mahalo nui loa, this is Kililani signing out, and remember, the rest is still unwritten. Thank you. Okay, I now have the pleasure to introduce our next speaker, my fellow classmate, student athlete, and cross-country teammate, our class of 2026 valedictorian, Palma Gorman.
To begin, I want to thank all the people who have made this day possible. Thank you to our school board, founders, and administrators whose vision and care have given us this school. Thank you to the teachers, educational assistants, and other staff for your wisdom, attentiveness, and compassion that has made this school a place of great learning, and at least for me, a second home. Finally, thank you to all the parents, guardians, grandparents, aunties, uncle, family, and friends who have gathered here today. It is through your unconditional love, guidance, and support that we are the young men and women we are today. When I first learned that I would be giving this speech today, one of my best friends, who is also sitting here with us, told me that a good speech would be a little funny, so I should add some jokes. However, after some thought, I came to the conclusion that I am not a funny person. I realized that I would have to embrace who I am if I wanted this speech to work, as any joke I tried to tell you will probably just go over your heads. So this is my advance apology to anyone hoping for some laughs, that this speech will be void of them. Instead, I would like to share with you all today a quote that has stuck with me since I visited my future college this spring. The president of this college, Monsignor Shea, said something that stuck with me. He said, "The purpose of your life isn't something that you make, it is something that you find." Around graduation time, everyone is telling us to go out into the world and make something of ourselves. But this can be stressful. How does one build a purpose in their life that they will be happy with? If you're anything like me, graduation, while being something I've waited for years, is full of bittersweet sadness. The memories with my cross-country team that will never happen again, my friends who I may never see again, but hopefully will hear from. The last thing I need is to stress about what I will make of myself after I graduate. That is why I want to share the idea with you today, that your purpose is something that you find. It's not something you make. I would argue that there is a plan that already exists for your life. Christians like myself might call this God's plan for our lives, but others might call it fate or destiny. It doesn't matter what you call it, though. Just think about this idea with me, that your purpose is like a string running through your life. It has existed since you were born, has led you to the places you've been and people you've met, and will continue leading you to more places and people. You just have to find it. So how do you do that? 1, follow what you love, and 2, take chances. Starting with number 1, follow what you love. We all have a purpose in life that is specially made for us. Nobody else has the same purpose as you because your purpose fits you perfectly. As St. Francis de Sales said, "Do not wish to be anything but what you are, and try to be that perfectly." One way to find your purpose is to follow your heart. Rumi said, "Let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. It will not lead you astray." We all have unique passions and talents that we are naturally drawn to. And I know some of us might jump to assuming that we aren't talented. But trust me, we all are. Some of us might be really good at math or science. We excel in school. But others are talented musicians and songwriters. Among us are artists who are constantly working on drawings on their iPads, or who live with a sketchbook attached to them that, in the fashion of a true creative spirit, they never start on the first page. And don't forget about the photographers and filmmakers who will spend hours getting the lighting and sound just right. Some of us have worked at our sport for years, whatever that may be, while others have been fishing and learning every nook and cranny of this island. But the point is that we all have talents in the same way that we all have passions, whatever drives us. It might be civil service, environmental conservation, healthcare, entrepreneurship, art, or something that I haven't mentioned. So with this in mind, my first challenge to all of us today is to ignore what the world tells us is a good path. Ignore those paths that we are told because they are better, they will make us more money, carry more prestige, or are favored by our families or peers. Instead, I want to challenge all of us to ask ourselves, where are my talents and my passions leading me? Simply put, where is my heart leading me? If you follow your heart, it will lead you to your special purpose that will bring you happiness in your work. And our heart summed this up well by saying, following your heart isn't always the easiest path, but it is the only path that leads straight for your soul. And number 2, take chances. The second way I'll suggest today to find your purpose is to take chances. As St. John the 23rd said, "Consult not your fears, but your hopes and your dreams. Think not about your frustrations, but about your unfulfilled potential. Concern yourself not with what you tried and failed in, but with what is still possible for you to do." Some of my favorite memories from high school are from trying things that I wasn't 100% sure about. When I joined the cross-country team in 11th grade, I wasn't sure that I could actually enjoy running. I definitely didn't expect the many memories and friends that I would make on that team. In the same way, I never thought that I would be going to nursing school, but I took a chance on a medical internship and found how interesting it was. I'm sure many of you have similar experiences. A friend dragged you to a club that you ended up joining. You were assigned to sit next to someone in class and they became your best friend. Or an internship that you did because you had to, that melted into a senior project and maybe even a career. My point is that good things in life often come from the chances and risks we take. Following our talents and passions is important, but if we never try new things, how many other talents and passions do we have that we'll never discover? As I heard a friend once say, you miss all the shots you don't take. So I challenge us all to go out and take some risks. You might not love all the opportunities you'll take, but I'm sure we'll all find some experiences and people that will lead us to where we're supposed to be. I'll leave you with some words from St. Francis of Assisi. Start by doing what's necessary, then what's possible, and suddenly you're doing the impossible. So in summary, as we leave our high school, let's all challenge ourselves to, 1, follow our talents and passions, and 2, take chances. We all have a string of purpose hidden under our lives, and with these challenges, we'll be able to find where it's leading us. I hope the idea that we don't need to build our purposes because they're already there waiting for us can comfort us all. With that, I want to ask all of you to give yourself a hug. Really, please give yourself a hug. Enjoy this moment. Peace be with you, class of 2026. Look around you and take it all in. All the people here today, the sunny weather. I hope this can become a cherished memory for us all. It is one of the many amazing places that our purposes will lead us. And with that, I would like to invite up our next speaker. She is one of my best friends, but more importantly, she was our class body president, Autumn Hoyda.
Aloha. I have the pleasure of introducing our keynote speaker, Mr. Gene Zaro. Gene has been a fixture around Kihei Charter School since before there was a Kihei Charter School. Gene met his wife, Cheryl, 35 years ago, and together they raised 7 children, 3 of whom have graduated from here. Originally from Newark, New Jersey, Gene graduated from Rutgers with a degree in economics. Gene first came to Maui in 1974 and moved back to Maui in 1976. Gene is one of the founders of KCS, along with his wife, Cheryl, Malia, and Junius Johnson, Diane Perella, and Ray and Carla Hart. Gene is the CEO of South Maui Learning Ohana and the nonprofit that founded Kihei Charter. Welcome, Gene.
You know, I thought it was going to be hard following Michael and Ellen. That's easy now, because now I got to follow. Are we on? Yeah. So yeah, to get back to it, trying to follow Keely, Lani, and Palma, you know, I could just drop the mic here and leave and just, you guys just remember what they said. But I'll give it a shot, you know, try and get through it without the waterworks and all that stuff. It's going to be difficult, but we'll do it. So, you know, this is the 25th anniversary of Kihei Charter School, okay? And it's also the 900th graduate. I added it all up. One of you is number 900, okay? Probably the one with the letter Z after their name, or W or V. But it's also the anniversary. There's another anniversary. Kind of interesting. It's the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence and the United States of America. And there are, I want to talk about that for a minute, because if you can imagine, there were a group of middle-aged men got together and decided that they didn't like being oppressed by someone who was out of touch with what they were doing. You can draw your inferences any way you want. But so They got together in this town hall in Philadelphia, city of brotherly love, and decided that, okay, we're going to do something about it. And so what I would like to do is advance that conversation to if it happened today, okay? So now we have this group of middle-aged men meeting in what's now called Independence Hall in Philadelphia, and the first thing they got to decide, which they can't figure out, is where they're going to get their cheesesteaks from on South Street. It's either Geno's or Pat's, and if you know anything about that, those are the two incredible cheesesteak people on South Street. It probably took them a month to get through that, but you know, they eventually got through it and they got their cheesesteaks. But so while they're going through all this, you get someone, this guy named Tom comes up and he says, look, you guys sit down, eat your cheesesteaks and listen to me for a minute. And so what he wants to do is introduce them to something he's been writing. And so in the process of doing that, you know, his first sentence is, let me see if I can remember it. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, right? You got that, all men are created equal, right? So now we're in 2026, right? The guy from Massachusetts raises his hands. You've met my wife, right? You know, you guys have met my wife. And another guy gets up, and my wife. They are never going to settle for all men are created equal. So Tom takes out his pencil, erases it, and says, how about all men and women are created equal, right? People think about it for a minute. So the gentleman from New York, particularly New York City, raises his hand and says, my husband is not going to go for that. What about the people who are the LGBTQIA population? Do they not have a say in this? So now the conversation gets even bigger. And if this conversation happened in 1776, they'd still be talking about it. But here we are, and they have come to the conclusion. Tom says, all right, how about the word human? Now, human is really what works, right? So he takes out his pencil, he breaks the point, breaks the eraser, never changes the word, but what he meant to say, and I believe in my heart this is what he meant to say, all humans are created equal. You know, when you put it like that, all this stuff that we're trying to figure out kind of goes away. And then the second half of that sentence is, and they are endowed by their Creator with the certain unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So they are endowed by their Creator with the right of life. You have a right to live your life. But the key thing is the second word, liberty. You have the right to live your life freely. No one getting in your way. You know, they say, you know, my right to express myself ends when my fist hits your nose, you know. So that isn't what counts. But you have the right to live your life freely. But the last thing for me today is the most important part, the pursuit of happiness. And I want you all to know that you are able and should be pursuing happiness. Excuse me. The pursuit of happiness, you know, there's an old adage, I don't know how old, but it's, if you love what you're doing for work, you're never going to work a day in your life because you've created a lifestyle that you're happy with. And I want you all to know happiness is also entwined and synonymous with the word success. Now, success, don't think the high pressure of success. Success, to me, is the attainment of worthwhile goals. So this is very personal. The worthwhile goals that you think are important to you, that you may try to attain, is your personal success. For example, we've got that big body of water out there. Many of you if not all of you, have enjoyed birthday celebrations, surfing, swimming, whatever, just partying on the beach, right? However, that body of water may need some help. So maybe one of you has a desire to create a pathway where you can help that body of water, that ocean. You want to make it healthy again. You want to, get out the pollutants. You want to get out that floating island of plastic. You want to do whatever you can do to make that ocean healthy again, okay? So now, the thing about the pursuit of happiness is not a destination. Happiness is the journey to get there. There's no happiness hotel well, maybe there could have been, but there's no happiness hotel that you're going to go to where someone's going to come up, hey, you've made it, and they give you a birthday cake and pop balloons and someone's singing something happy. No, happiness is the journey to get there. So back to that potential marine scientist. Now that marine scientist, in order to get to that goal, has got to go to maybe college, maybe take some courses. Maybe the person that wants to help the ocean is a fisherman, and they go out there and they got to learn everything they can about the propagation of fishes. So that is going to be challenging. It's not going to be something easy, but you should be happy in the knowledge that you are taking the steps to get to where you want to be. And this is real important. Another example is, say, you're affected by the homeless situation on the island, and you want to do something to build houses. So maybe you want to be a carpenter. Maybe you want to go out and try and put together affordable housing. These are all worthwhile, attainable goals, okay? And that's what you should be looking at very personally. What is it that I would like to do? Now, here's the escape clause. And that is, you're not stuck with one attainable goal. Life changes. Life happens, okay? So here you are today. You want to become a marine scientist. You want to become a carpenter. You want to go into the trades. You want to do anything possible to help this world get better. And we need your help, okay? But let's say you meet someone along the way. Now, all of a sudden, those worthwhile, attainable goals have changed, because now you may want to put together some common goals. The point I want to make is a worthwhile, attainable goal is worthwhile and attainable and a goal as long as it's important to you. Your life is going to change, and allow yourself to just ride that wave of change and be happy knowing you are in the pursuit of happiness. And I think that is the ultimate thing you could do for yourself. And the speakers that came before me, they hit on it. And I'm just putting a point on it, an exclamation point on it, that I want you guys to believe in the pursuit of happiness. Now, these guys that got together and tried to pull away from the 13 colonies, yeah, it was a big task. It was not as big a task as starting a freaking charter school, but it was a big task, you know. So I think it's important that we give them their due. We try and understand that the best way to look at this is all humans are created equal, and everyone has the unalienable right to a life that's free and that you are allowed to pursue your happiness. I think that is the most important thing that I could leave you with today. But you are going to be leaving us, and I want to welcome you to the first day of the rest of your life, okay? And that is important because now when you leave this area, you are going to get weighed down with the independence that you have been asking for. You are going to be more independent, making your own choices for things that you feel are important to you. And these choices you make are hopefully in the pursuit of happiness, okay? So I do think these choices are going to be something you need to embrace and you need to think about a little bit, you know. And I really think that the important thing about the choices you make are what guides those choices. Now, we all live here in Hawaii. And you know, have you ever tried to take a word from a foreign language and explain its meaning in a different language? So we take a French word, it's got a lot of meanings, and then you try and explain it, and there's 10 different words you're going to come up with. Well, it's kind of like this, it's kind of like that, it's kind of like this, kind of like that. In the Hawaiian language, I think what you need to take with you, there are 5 virtues, 5 Hawaiian values that I hope will guide your decision-making process. And I am just going to say the Hawaiian word, and there is no English words or words that can encompass the total meaning of what that single word is. First word, I'm going to say it and give you 2 seconds to think. Ohana. Think about ohana. The way we try and describe it does not come close to what the intention was. Okay? Kuleana. Kuleana. An important value, an important Hawaiian virtue. Malama. You've heard about malama in previous speeches. Malama. Think about that word. Pono. True Hawaiian value. True Hawaiian virtue. And aloha. There are no English words that come close to describing the full intent of the thousands of years of Hawaiian language, Hawaiian culture that encompass the meaning of those words. So when you decide on what you're going to do, try and be guided by those things that are now in your DNA. Just coming to Kihei, coming to Maui, coming to Hawaii, it is now implanted in your DNA, and you cannot avoid that, so don't try to avoid it. And the last thing is your Kihei Charter School graduates. Now, with that, I like to think you are fearless. There isn't anyone that can put something in front of you, a task or a job that needs to get done that you can't do. I don't care if it's in a different language and in a subject you never heard about, but you can figure it out. The first thing you will do is you will figure out how to translate it. You'll figure out what the meaning of it is. You will look for the experts in that field that will come together and create that team that you have been brought here to develop those skills and learn. And you will accomplish that. You are fearless. So when you go with those Hawaiian virtues, take Kihei Charter School with you.
Is it on? Okay, there we go. Okay, now the moment we've all been waiting for. your diplomas.
Come on up. Check, check. William Ackley.
I would really like to thank my family over there and my amazing classmates. Really like to thank Ridge Evans. And most of all, God for helping me be here today. And thank you all.
Levi Bello.
It's kind of nuts. I've been here since, I've been here since kindergarten. I'm gonna miss it a little bit, but I'm happy to get out of here too. First things first, I want to thank God. Putting him at the center of my life, changed my life. I want to thank my parents. They made me do all my schoolwork and make me procrastinate less. I want to thank all the teachers. They're really nice. And Auntie Malia in the front office, she was super nice too. Yeah, all my classmates are really cool. All my friends, they made my childhood a lot more fun. Girlfriend Bree, she's really cool. And yeah, thank you guys.
Addison Binning.
This is so unreal. I want to thank my friends and my family for being such amazing people and supporting me through my journey of life. I also want to thank my amazing mother and father for making me who I am today. Thank you for all the memories and thank you for all the lessons I've learned. And I love you all so much. You guys are amazing. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Brady Brown.
Real quick, I just want to thank God for being in my life. I want to be here without him. I also want to thank my mom and my dad for shaping me into the man I am today. I also want to thank Coach Gaston and Coach Cassie for putting so much effort and time into our track team and pushing us all to be better. Thank you.
Nicole Ceballos Vera.
Hello everyone, I don't know if I'm ready to do this, but I just want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to be here today. I want to thank all the KCS staff, you know, they're always so nice. Prophet, Miss Dea, Miss S, Miss Marsh, Miss Terry, Miss Provence, Mr. John, everyone. I'm going to miss you guys so much. My friends, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are going to do great things. Especialmente mi familia, los amo con todo mi corazón. Gracias por estar aquí. Y a los que no están aquí, los quiero mucho. And I'm so proud of being Venezuelan. Y que viva Venezuela.
Brady Clark.
Hello. I'd like to thank my friends and family for getting me here today, and I just want to big shout out to my mom and my dad for just making me who I am, and my friends who made this year tolerable, and everyone I made friends with this year, and yeah, thank you guys so much.
Olivia Clark.
Hi, I want to thank my family, especially my mom and my dad for getting me here today, and my older brother for always being there for me throughout high school. And all the teachers at Kihei Charter, they're so kind, like Miss Marsh, Miss Dea, Miss Provence. I couldn't have done this without you. And all my friends, the old and the new, thank you for all the laughs and always listening. I love you guys.
Levi Cummings.
All right. A couple people I'd like to thank. First of all, my parents, always taking care of me and giving me good morals growing up. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank my grandma and sister and my nephew and niece who flew in to see me graduate, and all my friends who helped me get here, especially Rocco Dahl. And yeah, thank you guys.
Rocco Dahl.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been on this crazy journey with me. I would not be the man I am today without you all, and hopefully I can do something like this again, but with an Oscar in my hands. Love you all. Thank you.
Annalena De Haas.
Hi. I want to thank all my senior friends. It's so cool to be graduating with you guys. And thank all the staff and the admin. Thank you guys for being such good teachers. You guys have made it really fun to be here. I really want to thank my congregation for coming. I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, thank you. And I also want to say a big thank you to my family. I couldn't be here without you guys, so thank you so much. And the highest praise to Jehovah God. Thank you. I wouldn't be here without him. So thank you guys.
Kelea DeCaro.
I just want to say that I'm so grateful for this moment and my friends and family that showed up today, and all my teachers that supported me and pushed me to succeed even when it was hard. And to all my fellow peers and classmates, this is not a goodbye, this is a simple see you later.
Alyssa Dorland.
Hi guys, my name is Alyssa. I've been going to Kihei Charter since 6th grade, and I feel like when I started going here, I was a very shy person, and I just want to thank all my friends and family for stepping me out of my comfort zone. A special thank you to Kira, Mailani, Keely, my best friends in the entire world, my parents, and I also want to thank Kira McNeil specifically for letting me borrow her high heels today that I have tripped in 4 times, but hopefully not anymore. Thank you.
This graduate has also earned her associate's degree, so we'll give an extra applause for Kendall Dusenberry.
Okay, no, yeah, first of all, big thank you to Kihei Charter for letting me be able to take this many credits, because no other school, I think, in like all of Maui lets you do that, so it's really awesome. I didn't have to come to school a lot this year. I probably only came to senior seminar, my only class, like 5 times this semester, not gonna lie. But also, I just want to say thank you to my family, my parents, my siblings, and my boyfriend, Caden Meadows, who's made me not go insane these 4 years. And also, if you guys can pull out your phones, follow my shell jewelry business, Moontide Maui LLC.
Ridge Evans.
Thank you.
Diego Garcia.
Okay, I did not prepare for this at all, but I just want to thank my family for, doing everything for me my whole life. My friends, most importantly, for keeping me alive through high school. Also, everybody here, to be honest, for just shaping me to who I am today. My teammates from baseball, my friends, everybody. Thank you.
Palma Gorman.
I want to thank the SMLO and all our founders, because without you, we wouldn't have this school, these opportunities, and thank you for supporting me throughout high school and both going into college. But I also want to thank all my amazing teachers and coaches who have always been with me, and my family and friends who came here today to be with me, but especially my mom, who's always helped me through everything, stood by my side, and drove me to every single sport.
Micah Gurule Arensdorf.
sorry for that. I'm a little nervous. It's been so surreal being here. You know, I remember freshman year, this moment felt so far away, and now it's actually here, so it's kind of daunting. But I want to thank, you know, my friends and my family and my parents for being there and always supporting me, you know, and just giving it all and helping me do my best. Thank you.
Noah Haas.
First off, I just want to thank God. I would not be here today without him, and then also I want to thank my family, especially also my big little brother Aiden. He's just been my best friend since I was little, and I just love you, bro. And then I also want to thank just my coaches and my teachers, my fellow students and friends, just for driving me to be the person I am today. I want to thank my girlfriend Annabelle for supporting me, and yeah, just thank you guys.
Sadie Hanks.
This is crazy. I want to thank everyone who's helped me become the person I am today. I'm so grateful for God. I wouldn't be here without him, and I'm really grateful for my mom and dad and my siblings. I love you guys so much. I'm also so grateful for my friends, and I'm really grateful for all the teachers and staff and everyone who could come and support us today, so thank you.
John Jesse Hilliker.
Hold on, something's missing. All right. First of all, I want to thank my family for coming over, flying over all the way to Maui. I love you all. Thank you all for coming. I want to thank my teachers, Miss S especially, for making high school difficult as it is. And last but not least, I want to make a special thank you for Coach Cassie for making sure I became the man I am today and helping me out through high school and well, without her, I wouldn't have made it this far. Last but not least, I want to thank my parents for being proud of me and just supporting me throughout everything, and also dealing with my BS. And lastly, I want to say I love you, Makana. You're my brother. And I hope to be here for your graduation.
Autumn Hoyda.
I want to thank my family for flying out here, especially my grandparents, and also my sisters and my mom and dad for supporting me in everything I do. And I also want to thank my friends, Maddie, Anna, and Ayla for coming here, and Ayla especially for driving here from upcountry, and then also everyone at Kihei Charter, and especially my KCS friends for making this experience as it was for me. And most importantly, I want to thank the Kihei Charter staff and teachers and faculty. You guys truly make this experience what it is, and I'm so grateful for all of you. You're the reason this was why we can all stand here today. Thank you.
Micaiah Cotter.
Oh, all right. I just want to say how grateful I am for my family, my friends, all my teachers. You guys are the reason I'm here today. Thank you all.
Kalena Kuhaulua.
I just want to say mahalo ke akua for getting me this far. I just want to bless my family for being here and supporting me. And then my teachers, I want to say thank you to Miss Cassie, Miss Marsh, and Miss Terry for blessing me and supporting me throughout the way. Thank you.
Nohea Lorenzana.
I'd like to thank my parents, all of 4 of them, and also Ms. Maddox too! Maddox! For flying out. All my family for flying out. I really appreciate it, and I wouldn't be here without you guys. And my second family, all my friends who came to support me. I love all you guys, and thank you.
Kira McNeil.
Okay, hi guys. I want to start off by thanking my family for being here and always supporting me no matter what. I want to thank my grandparents for flying out. I want to thank my best friends, Alyssa, Keely, and Milani, for getting me through high school and middle school and elementary. I love you guys so much. I'm so proud of all of you, and I hope that we all see each other again. Thank you, guys.
Mailani Malabi.
Over there. Right there.
Hi, okay. Oh, whoa. Hi, I just want to thank God for his guidance and getting me here today. And then I want to thank my amazing teachers and Mr. Goring for not giving up on me. My mom, who's been there for me and supporting me always. And then my grandparents for sacrificing so much for me so I can have the life that I have today. And my boyfriend, Isaiah, who has always been there for me since freshman year. Yeah, okay, that's it. Okay, bye, thank you.
Cricket Marsden.
Hi. I just wanted to thank my family and my friends and KCS staff, especially Miss Cassie. I love you all so much. Thank you.
Caden Meadows.
Wow. Thank you so much to my family who can make it here. Thank you, Mom and Dad, my grandparents, my aunts and uncles, Joni, Chase, JB, C's, Key, my uncle who couldn't make it here, Nick, and my cousins, Naya, Novak, and Conrad. And thank you to all my friends throughout elementary school, middle school, and high school. I wouldn't be here without you guys. And most importantly, thank you to Liam for being my brother and for being my friend throughout his entire life and most of my life. Thank you, everybody.
Mirna Sophia Messler.
Hi, okay, I want to thank my beautiful family and all my beautiful friends, my mom and my dad. You guys are amazing. Thank you for supporting me and loving me. I also want to say really quickly that I think during these times, it's really easy to feel overwhelmed with everything that's going on in the world and to feel hopeless. And I want to remind you that we can let that motivate us, and there's power in all of our voices, and there's power in community, and we can't let that go to waste. Thank you.
Hayden Phelps.
I just want to thank my family and friends for being here. And then I would also like to thank my teachers and the staff at Kihei Charter. And lastly, I would like to thank all my coaches.
This graduate has also received her associate's degree from UH Maui College. Let's give an extra round of applause for Nea Portillo.
Hi everyone. First I'd like to thank God for always showing me that anything is possible if, we put everything in his hands. And second, I'd like to thank my friends and family for always supporting me throughout my high school journey, as well as the teachers and the staff that have always been with me throughout my time in Kihei Charter since 3rd grade, especially those who have seen me since elementary and seen me grow. Thank you so much, everyone.
Luke Pragnell.
I'd just like to thank my parents and my family for all the love and support, and God for all the amazing people He's put in my life. Thank you.
Zachary Pragnell.
I want to thank my parents and all family that came out to support me today, and sports and education has always been there for me. I want to thank my friends, teachers, and coaches who've really just taught me everything I know and really shaped me the person I am today. I want to thank God for His patience and purpose He's given my life, and He deserves all the glory.
Mikołaj Przejechowski.
All right, I'd like to thank all the teachers and staff at Kihei Charter, as well as the surf team. And thank you so much to my parents for raising me in the most beautiful place in the world. And thanks to all my friends out here for coming out to Kihei to support us. Thank you guys.
Natalie Riggs.
Hi everyone. I want to start by thanking my family because I would not be standing here if it wasn't for them. Thank you so much for your love and encouragement and being here for me throughout every stage of my life. And thank you to my uncle and auntie who flew all the way from the East Coast to be here. And I also want to thank my friends from Kihei Charter and outside of school, and then the staff, the amazing staff and faculty, and then my boyfriend and his family for always supporting me and being there for me in the past year. So thank you, and I'm really grateful for all the memories that I've made here. Thank you.
Kelly Rinaldi.
Hi, everybody. I would first like to start off by thanking my parents, my mom, and especially my dad. They're always there for me. All of my friends, they all came out to see me, so I really appreciate that. All my coaches, Coach Cassie, Coach Gaston, you guys have really made my high school experience a lot better. And my track team, all my cross-country friends, and my paddling friends. Thank you!
Max Schwartz.
Okay, so I would like to thank my family over there, my mom and dad, always supporting me and helping me out with whatever I want to do. And then I'd also like to thank all the boys for coming out. Yes. And all the teachers too. Thank you guys. So yeah.
Keely Smith.
Hi guys, so we made it up here, second time, feels pretty cool. But real quick, I want to say a big thank you to all the 11 schools that led me to getting my diploma today. Big thank you to Creative Day, Kihei, Miami Thompson, Kilauea, Halua, Kihei Innovations, King K, Kalani Koi, University of Hawaii, HTA, and then Kihei Charter. Big thank you to my mom for always supporting me. Big thank you to my family who's all here supporting me today. Big thank you to my friends. Careless Milani, you already heard him shout them out again. But I would not have gotten through high school without having my friends. And remember, the best is yet to come. Thank you!
Dejaya Valdivia.
Hi, I just want to thank my family, especially my mom, my friends, the diversity group chat. If you know, you know. I want to thank all the other friends that came out to see me. Michelle, I know you're out here somewhere. I love you so much. There you are. Yeah, thank you. Oh, Fed, thank you so much for giving me chances even when I didn't deserve it. Yeah, I love you all. Thank you.
Kayanu Valdivia.
All right. First, I'd like to thank I thank God for being here and for changing my life. I would lucky probably be a tweaker if he didn't come into my life. So I'd like to thank him, and I'd like to thank my family as well, and my uncle for turning me into a 5'7" Chad. 5'7", okay? And then I'd just like to thank my friends who's been there for me, even though they can be jackasses sometimes. I'd like to thank them for always being there for me and making me laugh during some hard times. And I'd just like to thank all of you guys for being there and for rooting for me.
Camila Vera Lizarazo.
Well, finally, I'm here. Thank God for this big opportunity. All teacher KCS, I love you all so, so much. You'll be always a special place in my heart. Especially my dad, my mom, being here today, family and friends. Thank you. Gracias a todos los que me están viendo de otros lados. Los quiero mucho y siempre los llevo en mi corazón. And thank you and congratulations, class of 2026! I did it!
Seiji Villanueva.
I just got a couple things to say. I'd like to thank my Lord Jesus Christ. I'd like to thank my family and friends for coming. I'd like to thank the Kihei boys for coming down. And congratulations, 2026, let's go!
Rafael Ela Russell.
I want to keep it short because I'm the last one standing. And first off, I just want to thank my family, my dad, for supporting me through everything. The rest of my family, my mom, my sister, my aunt, everyone else, my relatives that aren't even here. Second, I want to thank God. I wouldn't be here without him. And I'm so appreciative for all these opportunities and all my friends who kind of shaped me to who I am. I wouldn't be here without them. I love you all. God bless.
Okay, you can now move your tassel to the left. Congratulations, I present the class of 2026.
He said one day you'll leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. My father told me when I was just a child, these are the nights to live and die. My father told me. Can't put out, carving name into those shining stars. He said go venture far beyond the shores, don't forsake this life of yours. I'll guide you home no matter where you are. One day my father, he told me, son, don't let it slip away.
Aloha, I just want to remind the graduates there's still time to get to Project Grad. I have forms here, you can come and get it. All you got to do is find me or Miss Dea. I'm going to find Miss Dea. Okay. Project Grad is still an opportunity.